A lot of men think cheating starts the day she sleeps with another man. It doesn't. It starts the moment she quietly invites someone else into your relationship without saying a word. I'm Coach Jane, and today I want to expose the emotional triangulation women use when they're preparing to cheat. It's subtle, it's psychological, and most men only recognize it after the betrayal has happened. Stay with me till the end, because what I'll show you today will change how you see female behavior forever. You will understand these cheating signs early and protect your heart. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification if you are interested in perfectly understanding how women's psychology works.
Sign 1. She starts comparing you to another man subtly. When a woman is about to cheat, she doesn't start with physical contact. She starts with comparison. Comparison is the first doorway to emotional triangulation, and it's one of the earliest signs in women's psychology that she's mentally drifting away. It usually sounds innocent. She'll mention another man's work ethic, or how disciplined he is, or how he communicates so well. She may even say it lightly, like she's just making conversation. But a man who understands female behavior decoded knows this is strategic. She's using another man to trigger you emotionally, to chase, to make you prove yourself. Let me give you a real case I handled recently. A man reached out to me because his wife kept talking about a male colleague at work. Not in a loud or obvious way, just small things like, "He's so organized," or "He always knows the right thing to say." At first, my client thought it was harmless, but as a dating coach for men, I told him the truth. When a woman repeatedly praises another man in front of you, she's not complimenting him. She's comparing you silently. And that comparison is meant to create emotional pressure. This is emotional triangulation in its simplest form. She puts you and another man on the same emotional stage, then watches your reaction. It allows her to control your emotions without raising suspicion. Why do women do this? Because comparison creates emotional distance. And emotional distance gives her room to justify deeper betrayal. In women's psychology, this pattern often appears weeks or even months before cheating becomes physical. Here's the deeper truth she will never say out loud. A woman only compares you to another man when she has already opened an emotional window toward him. She's accessing him emotionally in ways she hasn't told you about yet, and she's using him to evaluate you. If you are watching this and something in your spirit is confirming what you've been feeling, pause and breathe. You're not paranoid. You're noticing shifts, small shifts, but real shifts. If a woman is preparing to cheat, comparison becomes the tool she uses to rewrite the story of the relationship in her mind. She slowly convinces herself that someone else understands her better than you do, and the man she's praising becomes her emotional backup plan. Before we move to sign number 2, take a moment and like this video if this point made some sense. The next sign goes even deeper, and most men never see it coming. And I want you to stay till the end, because the last sign is the most dangerous of all.
Sign 2. She starts sharing private thoughts about another man. When a woman begins to emotionally drift, the next step after comparison is emotional sharing. This is where things move from harmless mention to emotional intimacy. And most men underestimate this stage because nothing physical has happened yet. But in women's psychology, this is one of the strongest cheating signs. A woman does not open her inner world to a man she is not emotionally drawn to. She doesn't tell a man about her frustrations, her dreams, her fears, or her private life unless something in her heart has already leaned toward him. This is where triangulation becomes dangerous. Because now she's not just using another man to control how you feel. She's using him to regulate how she feels. That emotional sharing becomes her escape doorway. I had a man come to me for coaching who noticed that his girlfriend kept talking about a particular guy she gets along with at her gym. At first, it was simple things. "Oh, he's funny." Or, "He gave me advice about my new routine." But then she started saying things like, "He really understands my stress." Or, "I can talk to him about things I can't tell anyone else." That's not casual conversation. That is emotional drifting. That is intimacy forming. And that is a woman slowly building a connection outside her relationship. What she shares reveals everything. When she begins talking about another man like he is a safe space, you are no longer the only emotional anchor in her life. And once a woman replaces emotional safety, physical cheating is usually not far behind. This is one of the most ignored female behavior patterns, because men often say, "She's just talking. She's just being friendly. She trusts me. That's why she tells me." No. Women don't transfer emotional intimacy by accident. They do it because something inside them has already shifted. And that shift is one of the clearest answers to why women cheat emotionally first. A cheating wife or cheating partner often begins here. Before the physical betrayal comes the emotional betrayal. The moment she starts giving another man access to her inner world, she has created emotional distance between you and her. And once a woman creates that distance, she uses it to justify her choices. She tells herself, "He listens to me. He gets me. I feel seen with him." These are rationalizations women use when they are preparing to cross a line. Now, if what I'm saying is confirming the instincts in your heart, head to the comment section and drop the word "I feel it" in the comments. Stay with me, because sign 3 shows the final stage of emotional triangulation, and it's the most painful one for a man to watch. Don't forget to like the video.
Sign 3. She creates emotional distance to bond elsewhere. This is the stage that hurts the most, because this is where her behavior doesn't just shift, her entire energy changes. When a woman is about to cheat, she begins to withdraw emotionally, not in a loud way, not with arguments, not with dramatic fights, but quietly, softly, silently. Her communication becomes shorter. Her presence feels thinner. She stops sharing her day with you the way she used to. She isn't as warm or curious or engaged. It feels like someone turned the temperature of the relationship down without asking you. That emotional distance is not random. It is intentional, even when she doesn't consciously realize it. In women's psychology, emotional withdrawal is one of the clearest cheating signs. A woman only pulls away from a man when she is getting emotional reinforcement from somewhere else. And emotional reinforcement is powerful. It gives her a sense of excitement, a sense of validation, a sense of being seen, a sense of connection that she no longer associates with you. If another man is meeting her emotional needs, she will naturally disconnect from you to protect that new bond. It's a form of emotional self-preservation, and it often leads to deeper betrayal. Let me share a counseling case that still stays with me. A married man reached out and said, "Jane, I don't know what's happening. She's still here, but she's not here." He was describing exactly what emotional triangulation looks like. His wife had withdrawn from him emotionally, not because she was angry, not because she wanted space, but because she was forming a bond elsewhere. She started getting defensive when he asked innocent questions. She protected her phone more. She took longer to reply, and her laughter felt different, almost like she was saving her best energy for someone else. This emotional withdrawal is the final phase of the triangle. She's connected to him, she's disconnected from you, and now she uses this distance to justify crossing the line. Female Behavior Decoded shows us one painful truth. A woman rarely cheats out of nowhere. She cheats because she has already shifted emotionally long before the physical act. If you are noticing emotional distance, don't ignore it. Don't tell yourself it's stress. Don't convince yourself you're imagining things. Your instincts are not lying to you. They are trying to protect you. Before we close, I want you to share something with me. If you have ever felt a woman pull away emotionally, tell me your story in the comments. I read them, I respond to them, and you never know who else your story will help. If this video made sense, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson on why women cheat, female behavior decoded, and relationship advice for men. Share this video with another man who needs clarity. Don't keep this knowledge to yourself. I'm Coach Jane. Take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next video.